Hey guys, this is Victor and welcome back to VictorTalks. Today we're going to be talking about inspiration. And this topic is hitting me really hard today because I woke up today feeling really inspired, and that hasn't been the case for every single day leading up until today. So it got me thinking about what the cause of that was and how we can maybe hack that and record the thoughts and feelings of what I feel like has made me inspired. Maybe that can help you guys and also maybe help me in future if I'm ever feeling uninspired to identify the causes and flip it on its head, get back to inspiration so that I can do and so that we can all do our best work, the things that we love to do. We can give our gift, we can share our gift with the world if we're inspired. So, what I've found causes inspiration to falter and disappear completely is it's stress, but even more than that, it's doing something that, you know what it really is. It's feeling that you need something external from yourself. So feeling that you need something from somebody else, or feeling that you need something from yourself, that you yourself need to be doing something to be acceptable, right? So whether it's your boss that you and him are not aligned in your goals, but you feel like you need that paycheck, that is going to cause you to lose inspiration. It just is. And exactly like if you've got a girlfriend and you feel like you need her attention, you need her love and attention, you need her approval, you're gonna get into a rut of no inspiration because you're living life for that other person. You're sacrificing your own gift to please somebody else, and that's always going to just mess you up mentally. And even if it's for yourself, the thing with self-identity is there's layers to it. So if you feel like you need to do something for yourself, and if you don't, you're not good enough, you're not worthy, then that's not really doing it for you. You're doing it for your ego. And doing it for your ego, the ego never has enough. The ego will continue to consume and consume and consume, and it will, if you feel like you just need this one thing to satisfy your ego, if you get that thing, there's going to be another thing, and another thing, and another thing, and it never ends. So doing things to please your ego also is just going to kill inspiration at the end of the day, because when you haven't achieved it, you're not going to feel good enough. You're gonna feel like, I need to do this thing, otherwise I don't deserve to even be alive. Like, that's how dark it can get. And that's just not a good way to come at life. That's just not the frame you want to be taking on when you're trying to just let out your gift as a human being into the world. And also just enjoy the world. Enjoy everything that this physical world has to offer. If you're trying to do that and you feel like you actually need things externally or from your ego to satisfy your ego, you will not be inspired. Now, how do you let go of that? Well, to be honest, I don't really know. There's a lot of things that you can do. It's not something that's just like that. Some suggestions is doing the things that you're most afraid of. That's a great place to start. I'm not sure who said this, or I might even butcher this quote, but there's some seriously smart people that say that your fears are your guide. You should go towards your fears and face them. Of course, don't be irrational about it, but anything that makes you just uncertain, explore that thing, face it, don't cower away from it. Even if you fail, it's just the process of actually doing and going towards whatever it is that's calling you, that's inspiring you, rather than running away from it. If you can do that, then you will already be well on the way to living an inspired life. The next thing is, don't feel like you need to do anything. If you just let go of that one thing of like, I need to do this, I might be giving you advice to quit your job right now, but if you're hating it, then you should quit. And I promise you right now, you might feel like you need your job, because if you lose your job, you won't have money to pay bills and put food on the table and all that shit. And that may be true. I'm not telling you that that's not going to happen if you quit your job. But what I am telling you is that that's okay. It's fine. You can do that. Like, people may judge you, you may judge yourself, but I urge you to just look past all of that, because from a place of just, if you take away all these layers of bullshit that you've put up around yourself, you essentially allow yourself to become a blank slate, and just, that's the place that inspiration can come from. And that's the place where, if you don't know what you should be doing with your life right now, that's the kind of place where you would actually be able to figure that out. So remember, you don't have to be doing anything. You don't have to be any type of person. You don't have to be anything or do anything that anybody else wants you to do, or that your ego wants you to do to satisfy its just gluttonous needs. What you should take a moment to do is just nothing. Do nothing. Absolutely nothing. Don't watch TV. Don't socialize. Don't consume media. Don't create. Don't do anything unless it's just from a place of inspiration, and you will feel it. When that inspiration hits, you will feel it. And if you're not inspired, it's okay. In fact, if you're someone who just hasn't taken a break in a long time, and you've done that, forcefully, you may end up just doing nothing for like 3 days straight, and that's awesome. Do that. Enjoy it. Because that's what you're naturally inspired to do in that moment. And I promise you, at some point, something's going to click, and you're going to be like, I want to do this. And then you'll go do it. But it's not coming from this desperate, needy place. It's coming from a higher consciousness inspired place that really allows you to engage with what you're doing and do your best work. So that's where I want to leave it today. I hope you guys got a lot out of this video, and I'll see you again in the next one. Peace.